Hey guys, Peter from Giordano's Gift and Garden, coming to you from beautiful Seacliff, New York. And today I want to talk about how ornamental grasses can add two critical elements to your garden bed, a vertical element and a texture element. So it's important to have vertical elements in your garden because it catches interest, that multi-level interest, it can anchor a bed, and it can also provide some shade for neighboring plants. And the texture aspect, we're talking about the surface elements, the characteristics of a plant, and you really want to have in a bed plants with different textures because it'll draw interest by adding that contrast, and it can really generate some real interest in your garden bed. And a good example of this is fern and hosta, which we often see paired together. They both love shade, and the fine, loosely textured fern really contrasts well with the big, broad, leafy hosta, right? And because they both like shade, we see those two paired together so often, and it's beautiful. So today, I want to talk about how ornamental grasses can both add a vertical element to your garden and also contrast with the texture. And I have here the Miscanthus Dixieland. This is our most popular ornamental grass. Grows about 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. It's a full sun, so definitely don't plant this in the shade. And really, sometimes customers, when they look at our ornamental grass selection, they can become a little bit overwhelmed because a lot of them do look similar. So what I really want to do is highlight how Dixieland is different in two ways. First of all, this ornamental grass does bloom. In the late summer, the tips become like a fiery red. And then by the winter, they kind of turn to a silvery white bloom at the tips of each of these grass heads. And second of all, it is variegated. As you can see here, green in the middle with a pretty powerful yellow border on each side. So if you don't have any ornamental grass and you feel like your garden bed is missing a vertical element, and if most of your plants have the same type of foliage, whether it's leafy or fine, definitely consider adding a blade-like texture to your garden. It will really make your garden pop, and we think Dixieland could be a perfect plant for your garden.